Carl Pye, the founder of Nothing. Wait, that sounds really weird. Even he doesn't have the version of the Nothing Phone 1 that I have. Yeah, let's talk about it. So let's begin with simply how I made this phone. It's pretty straightforward and like any other manufacturer out there apart from some Apple devices. Of course, you start with heating up the backplate. This allows the adhesive to warm up and therefore easier to remove the backplate here. You want it to be as hot where it's quite uncomfortable to touch. Once that is done, you need a suction cup and either a specialist tool or something like cards that work as well. You need to be careful though, because it is a glass panel. This means it can break pretty easily when flexing too much. And this is a hard part to find for a phone. Heck, I would say all parts are really hard to find for this phone. Once that is done, the two top parts are very simply removed. Both are held in with mostly tape. But the bottom one is of course connected via a wire because of the lights inside of it. Removing the light is a bit of a trial and error though. And to disconnect that part as well fully, where you can properly paint it, you have to push that metal bar to the left and then up. So after that you have the parts that are pretty easily disconnected. However, if you want a proper full teardown, I would watch those kinds of videos to give you a proper indication on how hard it is to remove all the other parts. And also why it's a bit more annoying to paint everything that I wanted. And for myself, I made sure that I use a base for it as well. And of course, while I did black, you aren't limited to any color. You can make it however you wish. But for me, I felt like this worked the best. But of course, as always, do these things at your own risk. While showcasing what I've done with it so far, I'm planning to do more to truly make it a mix between this black and white. To get this one of a kind Nothing Phone 1. And with that, while editing this video, I said to myself, this isn't enough. I need to do more to make it the way I like it to be. So I decided to tape everything off and cut of course the part where the wireless charging is manually. Again, I would not advise it. You're cutting very close to a wireless charger and of course LEDs. Not to mention you really need a sharp knife and control, which realistically I didn't have. But just the balance between black and white is now so much better than it was before. It is harder to do, sure, but I think in the end it was worth it. It makes it stand out more. Let me know which one had your preference though. The one where the wireless charging pad was still white or the one where the wireless charging pad is now black. I'm very curious to know which one your preference has. But I also want to give you some impressions that I have so far about the phone itself, because I haven't used a Nothing phone. This is a new experience for me and I quickly want to discuss that as well. Starting with some good things. The build quality seems pretty solid. We don't have a useless 2 megapixel sensor hidden anywhere. The audio and the display are great and we have a good selection of a 50 megapixel main sensor and of course an ultra wide that I will of course properly test out. Overall, it seems like a device that I could really like, but I will have to wait and see more and test it a little bit longer before I give any opinion properly about it. By the way, if you enjoyed the video so far, don't forget to subscribe. I know it's weird, but I heard it's important to mention it. Anyway, let's continue. There are some things, however, that I don't like. The first problem that I have, and I have that with many manufacturers, is the power button should be a power button. I don't want Google Assist to pop up. When I hold the power button, I simply want it to shut down or possibly restart. Why is every manufacturer making this a default to start up Google Assist? I know you can change it, but why on earth would I want Google Assist to start that way? Then also the setting icons in the top down menu are far too large. Wi-Fi and so on need to be controlled, but then you have to swipe through different pages to get where you want it to be. I feel like that is way too much in terms of size and not as good as an overview for myself. And of course there's a lack of a 3.5mm headphone jack, micro SD, and also no charger included as well. I know technically you can charge at 33 watts, which isn't amazing, But I don't know, you didn't deliver me the 33 watt charger with the phone itself. Combined of course with USB 2.0, which is also questionable. But then again, Xiaomi does this as well, where they use USB 2.0. It's a shame. But I will have to properly use the device for a longer amount of time to give you a proper indication over the overall performance and of course nothing OS. Because right now I haven't used it very long. Though I will say that it seems like a great deal. Overall the phone gives a good impression so far. But it also depends a little bit on what you are looking for in terms of a phone. So at the end, the Nothing phone has really changed in appearance. It's something that I conceptualized before in 3D, wanting to try to do something different because either black or white are pretty plain. So in 3D I already made a progress on how I kind of wanted to look like when the phone was released, making something that stood out and was different to the ones that you could officially get. Now it's not a done project and I might want to make some changes and of course have a 101 on the back just for the fun of it, you know, to make it just a little bit more unique. But this is definitely something that I like more. It just stands out. It's a 101. No one has this, including the CEO of the company itself. Call Panda if you want. Either way, I really liked having this project. It's something different. Playing around with it, it's something that I just like to do, and this kind of allowed me to do something different with it. It took a little bit of risk and it's not perfect by any means at the end, but I do enjoy having done something like this because it's just a fun project, and who doesn't like some fun projects in between, right? So yeah, we're gonna review the device anyway. Everything works, by the way, if you are curious, but we're gonna review the device and see at the end how I find the device to be. But this is just something that I wanted to do for quite a while. Either way, I hope you enjoyed this video. Of course, everyone, Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays or whatever. And of course, if you aren't subscribed yet, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment below, of course, which one you prefer. The one where the wireless charging pad is white or the one where it is black. And of course, talk to you guys in the next video.